Welcome to the Down for Maintenance podcast, where we talk about gaming news, and entertainment news. Now, your hosts, Codeman, John Vincible, Killer Polar Bear, and Nix.
Hello and welcome to the Down for Maintenance podcast, episode 13. My name is Nix, and as always, we have my co-host, Codeman from Codeman Gaming.
What's up?
We have Hayden, or the Killer Polar Bear, as
What's
well.
up?
And unfortunately, John is not here
Again.
like last time.
Is this a repeat of last episode?
Once again, he's fapping.
Freaking John, dude. Freaking John.
He's fapping.
but-
He's feet fapping. He's feet fapping.
Hopefully, he joins us during the podcast, maybe in the middle or towards the end. But if not, it's gonna be us three here.
Hey, he
but
can't
yeah,
be.
so-
He can't be mad. Okay, we tried to get a hold
I
of
mean, he
him.
can be mad.
Seriously, if he doesn't answer his phone, it's his fault.
He was just way too scared. I watched his latest driving vlog, and he's so quick with the jokes. Have you ever noticed that? Like,
Is he?
yeah,
No.
because he was like, he said something about, oh, I'm driving to GDC right now, which fuck him for going to GDC, by the way.
Yeah, fucking no,
Um,
dude. I want to
and
get him on
then-
now.
But no, he's like, I just went to Kiko's. I got all these resumes done. Yeah, I'm gonna try to give them to people, try to get a job. I haven't eaten all day. My stomach hurts pretty bad, but I stopped on the way to get a Snickers because I said, oh, I'm hungry. Why wait? And and like he's just so quick with the jokes, and I'm like, that's hilarious, dude. I wish I was that quick with jokes.
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him really quick, see if he answers.
Do it.
Oh man. So, Nix, what have you been playing, buddy?
I've actually not been playing a lot recently. I recently downloaded Sims 3, Borderlands 2. I tried getting into Borderlands 2 on my PC, but I noticed that I'm not a very good PC player. So I haven't really played that much, but now I'm playing Black Ops 2 as always while I'm doing the podcast because it just makes me cool.
I'm playing Bioshock while I'm playing or doing the.
Wow,
yeah.
that's cool. But I mean, I haven't played Black Ops 2, so I'm a bit rusty. Yesterday, when I started out playing, my aim was as bad as someone who's never played Call of Duty, and then I went into what is it called, Battlefield, and it was even worse, and it's worse right now as well. But I don't know, I haven't really played that much. I started playing a bit of Minecraft, and right now I'm just searching for games that I'm gonna do a let's play of on my channel. A PS1 game. I know I'm gonna have Spore on my channel, but I just have to find a PS1 game.
No, Nix, you said Minecraft. Do you play that on PC?
Of course.
Okay.
It's not
Oh wait,
on-
you don't have an Xbox. I forgot about
No.
that. Okay. Well, we need to get you into our freaking server, dude.
PC?
Yeah. Are you
Yep.
in the VOG network server?
No. I'm playing single player.
Well, he actually, I believe, the other day I hopped on the server and I think he switched it back to survival. So I
Really?
don't think it's creative anymore because I fell off a cliff and died. So. Well, no, I thought I could float, and I started like mashing the space bar. I'm like, why is it? I'm not floating. Why am I not floating? And I died. And so yeah, I think he switched it. Unless for some reason my Minecraft glitched out, and which it's happened before, where I'll go into the mob arena and then I'll get out of the mob arena and like I'll be in survival mode, but then I'll turn it off and restart Minecraft and I'll be creative again. It's weird. I don't know if it's done that now, but I did it the other day. I got back into it and it was still survival. So I think he might have changed it back to survival. But anyway, continue, Nix. I'm sorry. I just wanted to see if we'll get you in there. Send me your name or whatever your name is, and I'll have him add you.
All right. Superbly, whatever. But yeah, so I'm playing Minecraft, and that's about it. I had a world of 500 megabytes, and since my PC like broke and everything, I lost it, and the world was huge. I had these cool buildings and everything, and I was pretty gutted that I lost it. So I've been just messing around with creative mode, since they do have this new 1.5 update. So I'm trying to just just try to find all these new cool stuff that's in the patch. But otherwise, haven't really been playing a lot. Just I've been working out, just chilling.
You lift,
Relax.
bro.
I left, bro. So I'm just
Wish I
I've
could
just
lift.
been.
I got tooth,
Well,
I got,
I've been,
I got
I've been
toothpick
lifting,
arms.
so. Nah, man, you one buff guy.
No, I got toothpick arms.
Actually, I benched 220 pounds. What is it called? On Tuesday.
Well, you
Pounds?
guys
that's-
really haven't really actually seen me. I don't think you've seen my face, but I'm a really thin guy.
I've seen you on Facebook.
Oh, okay, well then, okay, there.
Oh, yeah,
But so,
you're like a twig, dude.
yeah, I am a twig, and I eat so much food. Like you don't, and I eat bad food. Like I don't even eat good.
You don't even gain weight, do you?
No.
You're like my friend. You're like my friend. He can eat like two bags of chips and he doesn't gain like a single pound. I eat
Yeah.
like half a bag of chips. I gain million pounds. I'm like, God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck
I
your
know how you feel,
metabolism.
Nix.
I just don't understand it.
I don't eat chips anymore since I'm started working out. I actually drank a whole 1.5 liter of 7-Up yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter, I think, or is it?
But it only
Twitter?
has like it only has like 43 calories, which is pretty surprising since it's bad. But
So
YOLO.
Nick's, like, if I want to know, yes, YOLO, #YOLO. So if I wanted to, I know you said the Google text or whatever, like that I could read your statuses on like Facebook. But like, how do you do that? Like on Facebook, do you
Just
like
go to
just
Google Translate, dude.
you highlight it and then like,
Oh, right there. Oh, yeah.
oh, okay, 'cause
There's, apparently there's like as well when I'm writing, or if someone writes in Spanish or in Arabian or whatever, there's always have like a C translation little tab under it, and I press it and like Bing translates it for me. But it's not really that accurate. But I mean, if anyone with common sense would understand what it says, just think a little bit.
and what is your language called? What is it? I mean, what's it actually called?
Swedish?
Swedish.
Is it just Swedish? Okay, I didn't know if there was other dialects or anything like that.
It's Swedian.
Swedian.
I'm-
It's Swedian.
The language of
Oh,
the Swedes.
Yeah, we had this conversation before because I didn't really understand why you knew so. Your English was so it's well spoken, but then your parents don't speak a lick of English. I didn't know. It was. I think we've had this conversation before, because I didn't understand why you spoke English so well, but your parents didn't speak any English at all, and they get mad at you when you talk to Americans.
Well, they don't get mad. They're like, "Why the hell are you speaking English? Go speak fucking Swedish with them." I'm like, well, they don't understand it. So, well, I'm pretty good at English because like it's not my main language, but it's like one of the languages I could easily master because I'm raised and born on the internet and with a television in front of me. So I mean, watching Simpsons and Family Guy and South Park every day, even though that's not a good for like a 5-year-old, but I mean, YOLO. That's actually how I learned to speak English this well. Even though I stutter sometimes and forget words, especially when I've woken up, I'm like, I can't speak. But as soon as I refresh my memory and all these kind of jibber jabbers, then I'm much better at speaking. Yeah.
Well, good. I sometimes some words that I say, and actually Hayden, too, because you're from how do I always say Utah, right?
Yes.
Why do I always want to say Ohio?
Definitely Ohio, dude.
It's
It's a definitely Ohio.
It's Ohio, really? No, it's Utah.
It's
confuse
Utah.
me.
It's Utah.
Don't confuse me. No, because we might say words sometimes that are like weird. Because I know that Oklahoma, like we kind of tend to run our sentences together. Like if we start talking really fast, it's just like sometimes we start talking really, really fast, and it just like everything runs
wow.
together.
Then you haven't seen the Germans, dude. They speak super fast. I was going actually to going to what is it called, German class in I think it was like 7th grade, Dude, I'm good at German, but when in class when my teacher was speaking like super slow motion, but as soon as she like literally started speaking proper German, I was like, "You lost me."
You lost
Like-
me.
Like I
Done.
didn't understand a damn thing. It's like you haben. I can't speak German now because I haven't spoken it for like 2 years. But she started speaking German so freaking fast. I'm like, what the hell is this? Is this German? She's like, yeah, this is German. Like, you speaking too fast. So
Okay, I begin to figure out that you cannot play BioShock while not hearing it. Anyway,
That's depressing.
well, no, it's because it's so like you got to hear where the like they set up the sound to where like you have to hear where people are coming from, like,
I
and
see.
they come at all sides. And I've just ran into these new characters now that are these big mechanized like George Washingtons. And so like they're like trying to it's weird. Anyway, all right, well, let's get back on topic. Hayden,
Yeah.
what
Yes.
have you been playing? Anything, if anything?
Okay. I have not played a lot this past week, but kind of started playing. I don't know.
But why?
Not really a reason for it, but started playing some COD 4 because my roommates challenged me to try to do the whole campaign on Veteran in under 3 hours.
wow.
So
How did that go?
Yeah, that's
I haven't tried to do it yet, but I've just been kind of going through like getting ready for it. But
my
Yeah,
friend
there's no way.
my friend like played Far Cry 3 the first time. The first thing he did was put it on like the hardest difficulty.
wow.
wow. Yeah, no, that's intense. I mean, that because I remember you saying something about that, and that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that I could not do. COD 4 was hard though.
COD 4 was pretty hard. Not as hard as Black Ops or World at War, but it's pretty hard.
It was pretty tough. Is that it?
That's all I can think of, honestly.
Huh. Well, not that much then.
No.
You've been busy with school.
Pretty much.
Yeah. That's how it
Bullshit.
goes. That's how it goes.
Yep.
Well, I've been playing, of course, as everybody's been playing probably in the last, week. BioShock Infinite just came out on last Tuesday, so I've been playing a lot of that. I've been really, and I want to talk about a technical or a design flaw in the Xbox 360. I already told Hayden about this, but a design flaw in the Xbox 360 when you have a 1-year-old child. On the new Xbox 360, they have a touch power button, and so
Oh yes.
yes, she can't quite. I have the slim PS3, so she can't quite push the power button on that. But on the Xbox 360, all she has to do is touch it, and it goes off. Well, I actually got into some pretty intense skyhook battles where I'm like flying on these rails and stuff, and like people are attacking me and all this stuff. And all of a sudden, she just comes up and goes, "Dada!" Boom, turns it off. And
Aw.
and so I'm like, oh man. Luckily, BioShock auto saves like a freaking auto saving whore. So
I like
Eh.
game that autosave.
yeah, it auto saves all the time. So luckily I just got to jump on the skyline again and then just start battling again. But she did that 3 times this morning, so that was not fun. But yeah, that this game is ridiculous. I started on easy, like I was telling Nick. So I started on easy, and it was really, really just too easy. So I had to switch to medium, and go from there because I was reading on the internet that easy. A lot of people were saying easy was really hard, so I was like, well, I'll start on easy then. And so then I started, and then I was like, this is too easy. So I gotta move to medium, and it's a little bit more challenging now. So, but this game is very, very high paced, fast, freaking, just all over the place, things happening all the time. So it's pretty insane. Of course, on the Xbox 360 and the PS3 versions, obviously, like a lot of people know, that they are ports of the PC version. So the textures, there's some textures that won't load and stuff like that. It's a beautiful world. It's just on the consoles, it's kind of it's kind of distracting how, some of the textures won't load, and when you get up to something that has pretty high definition textures, it just looks kind of crappy. But the game all in all looks really good. I would really, really like to play it on the PC if I could. I know John has it on the PC. I don't know if he's actually played it yet, but I've seen PC gameplays and it just looks beautiful. So yeah, I've been playing that, and I dipped into some Tomb Raider the other day for like maybe 30 minutes. That game, I'm really close to beating it finally. So and then I've actually been playing a lot of Minecraft. The other day I played with a sub of mine, who actually he didn't know it was me. So I thought to myself, I was like, huh, I'm kind of lay back here, let's see if he says anything, And he said, oh yeah, Codeman sent me to this server, and I said, yeah, that guy's pretty cool. But anyway,
I like how we're small. Like, well, I wouldn't. Well, we're kind of small. But I like how like these small channels, like me and you and everything, we do have these subscribers and who like love us and like just watch our videos like constantly and everything. I know that. Like the guy, I don't know if Hayden you heard it, but there was a guy when I uploaded my recent video. He's like, "God, I love your videos." I was like, "Wow, that's cool."
See, those comments are the things that make you want to continue doing it. I know there's a lot of people, and actually there was one of the guys on Twitter that I followed a while back and kind of became friends with. He's a machinima partner, and he came on Twitter one day and he said, well, there goes my YouTube career or something like that. I'm not quoting him exactly, but and then I messaged him, I just said, what's up? And he said, I'm just not feeling it anymore. Like, I just don't feel it. I'm not getting the views that I want and stuff like that. And I said, well, the thing with that is that you just have to kind of battle yourself through that. You're not going to get the kind of views that some of these people are getting. It's just not going to happen, and you just have to bring yourself to get like one of those subscribers that just loves you so much that they always comment on your stuff and they always say how good you're doing and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be a million subscribers that half of them never even watch your videos. It's you need that one person that believes in you, and then you can continue doing your stuff. So and I think that's kind of how me and Hayden kind of met, was because, I started YouTube, and then I don't really even remember how we began talking, but I know that like it happened, like it was really, really quick. I started talking like, because he said something about he wanted or I told him he should check out Borderlands, and then like I gave him the code for Borderlands or whatever.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I gave him a code for like.
He gave me $20 worth of Microsoft points and was like, buy Borderlands, and I was like, okay.
And so, I think we played it once.
Well, I've played it a lot actually.
Oh no, that's good though. Yeah, the first one's really good.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, and then began this friendship, and then of course then I met Nix, and then and then John and all this stuff, and so it's YouTube to me is more of a just meeting people, like cool people, and like people to hang out with, and possibly start a podcast about fapping and John being late. And it's that kind of thing that YouTube is exciting to me, is because I can meet people and have good conversations. And if I get a couple of views off of somebody saying, oh, so and so did this for me, or that's cool. But all in all, and my whole deal is I just want to get my stuff out there. Like if I do a intro for somebody, or if I do some thumbnails for somebody, like I don't really care that much about because that's not what I'm living on. That's not my income. But like if I can get my stuff out there and people appreciate it and stuff like that, and say oh, you have cool stuff, that's cool. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
So I and that just got me to that point to where I was talking to this guy, and I was just like, you don't have to care about views, dude. Don't care about views. You've got to do that later. Mm-hmm. Right now, play games.
Door handle.
What? I gotta see it. What is this from Think Geek? I'm sure it's from Think Geek. What is this? Oh, you're talking. Oh, is it showing the textures? Oh no. This is awesome. Who made this?
I don't know. I found it on Memebase.
This is amazing. I'm going to print this right now. I'm going to hang it up when my wife comes out. I'm like, did you not see the door hanger? It said, do not disturb. I am busy.
know what? I mean-
Shockingly busy. That's awesome.
I mean, I think I don't know if you know how I met Hayden, but I mean, I found him through a community channel called Card Carnage, who's like co-run by like Vicstar, back when I was making graphics for him, and I saw Hayden's commentary. I was like, wow, this guy probably has like 1,000 subscribers or something, because he sounds. I mean, he was using the PX21 microphone, but I mean the sound sounded so professional because the PX21 microphone isn't. I mean, it's not bad. It's one of the better headset microphones that I've actually used.
Mhm.
And I was like, wow, this guy's. No, he sounds amazing. He probably has a lot of subscribers. And I go to his channel. I don't know how many subscribers
I had
he
like
got.
36.
He had 36 subscribers, and then I was like, wow, this guy is epic. So I started talking to him. He subbed to me, I subbed to him, and I just just added him on Skype. We started talking, et cetera, et cetera, and we ended up here. We ended up becoming very good friends, and up until the point that where Hayden accidentally had his camera turned on when we Skyped. I was like, dude, you're blonde? He was like, yeah.
You're
what the
blonde.
Dude, you're blonde?
I didn't expect him to be blonde. I thought he was like a guy like me, like had brown hair. He was like very tall and et cetera, et cetera. I was like, what the fuck? You're blonde? He was like, yeah, I'm blonde. Talking about being similar to people. My mom yesterday, she texted me and asked like, hey, do you want to follow us to they were going to some neighbors place because they just moved in, and she was like, do you want to follow us to him? I'm like, no. They're like, they have a son like you, and I thought to myself, they have a son who's retarded? That's funny.
They have a
And
son who's retarded.
I actually told her that, and she was like, hey, stop it, that's not funny. I was like, sorry. So I ended up not following her because I was home playing I don't know what I was playing, but I was playing something. But yeah, that was my little piece of story right there.
I just love it how you said they have a son who's retarded.
Like me?
Oh man, that's funny. Oh, this guy needs to die. Oh, not you. This electric guy. I gotta get his vigor from him. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing. So I think that's. But the big news, I think the big news is this Battlefield 4 17-minute gameplay freaking that they showed, which John actually told me because he saw it in person.
Really?
Gone.
Yeah, because he went to GDC.
Fuck John.
He said that they cut things out, so it was actually longer than.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Hayden.
Mm-hmm.
That door hanger comes with. It looks like right now, the way that it says right here, it comes with a book. It's like in a book
Whoa, that's cool.
or something. Like I don't know if it's a strategy guide or something. I just saw it.
Cody's bootlegging it. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna print that shit. So, but no, he said that apparently they cut parts out. He said that it wasn't as long as it was as GDC. But I think.
I think most of it was cutscenes cut out.
Yeah.
Probably.
But it looked fantastic, and it looked like Battlefield. I mean, the buildings were falling. The freaking he shot the part where he shot a rocket launcher at the building and it like blew apart. I mean, that's Battlefield.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that was cool.
I mean, it just I don't know the textures, the lighting, everything just looks fantastic. The water when they were under
just
the water,
orgasm.
it was fantastic.
Yeah, that was cool. It was pure orgasm.
Mm-hmm. I knew when I sent that video. I couldn't believe that you hadn't seen it yet, Nix.
Yeah, no, I did see it. I heard everyone like, oh my god, the Battlefield 17-minute video. I heard everyone talk about it, but I was like, I'll watch it later, and then I just forgot to watch it, and I couldn't, I couldn't be bothered, just searching for Battlefield 4, what is it called, 17-minute gameplay. So I was like, yeah, I'll just ask Cody for it.
Yeah.
You're so lazy.
Yeah,
Hey, at least he doesn't lie about it, right?
True.
yeah. I'm super lazy. I think I'm the laziest in the crew.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's. I mean, I think when I watch the video, and it's a good video game or a good like video of a future video game,
Mm-hmm.
when you get goosebumps. And I know that when when I was watching this trailer, like I got goosebumps throughout the whole 17 minutes. Like it was just so beautiful. Like the surrounding areas and just the way that you moved and like I don't know, the way that the people that you were running with interacted with you. And oh my
Yeah.
god, there's female soldiers. So many freaking people got so amazed. They were like, oh my god, there's female soldiers. I'm so excited. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean,
I just got excited about how good she looked.
yeah, what?
Like the graphics, those graphics looked real.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, I mean, she
No.
wasn't like the prettiest.
No,
girl
I
in the
mean
world,
like,
but I mean,
she looked real. Like for that split second, me and my friend were like, "Whoa."
Whoa. like John's video of his thing of X-Men. He was like, whoa,
Whoa.
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 I actually I sent him a Skype message earlier asking him for I need a really high definition photo of his room, basically, like his backdrop of what he does his vlogs. I'm doing a spoof of one of his vlogs. I'm gonna wear a hat that has nothing on it, and I'm gonna do like a bullshit movie review. Like I'm just gonna do like, I don't know. It's because I think that because my first idea was to like script word from word and like just redo one of his vlogs, but then I was like, no, that would be creative, and so now I'm just gonna do like act like him and review a movie. So it's gonna be pretty difficult, but I'm gonna have to film.
You'll do it. You'll make it.
Well, I don't have a green screen, so I'm gonna have to actually film me on like I have this giant velvet like black sheet, so I'm gonna film me on the black sheet and then just do like the rotoscope me out of that and then put me into the because I was gonna do I was gonna key myself out, but I don't have a green screen, so
Yeah.
I can't really do that. But I have heard that green screens are really easy to make.
Use a green screen. Oh.
Buy some greens.
Well, you have to have like to get a really good result. You have to have like this perfect green. Like it's like apparently they sell an actual paint that's that's the perfect green screen paint, and I can't remember what the number is, but I saw it on a YouTube video.
Huh.
And
You could easily Google it and then just
well,
buy
yeah,
it.
you could get the paint, but I don't have a big piece of wood to put behind me. The freaking, But anyway,
Yeah.
so Battlefield 4, I will definitely be picking it up, whether it's on current gen consoles or next gen consoles, because I will definitely have a PS4. And then, Nix, we will be friends on console.
Yeah,
Because I'm pretty sure that you're gonna probably pick up a PS4, right?
I'm just kidding. Of course I am. But I'm.
You're like a PS3 fanboy, though. I mean, you like the PS3.
I've had the the PlayStation since PlayStation 1.
Well, me too. Yes, I love the PlayStation. I just don't have any of the Call of Duties or anything. I used to have Modern Warfare, and I might still have it. One of my friends just might have taken it. I don't know. But like, the only game that I have Battlefield, but there again, my friend took all my shooters because I wanted to get him into shooters, and so like he took Battlefield 3 and then he took Modern Warfare 3, I think, but I'm not sure. But I don't have Black Ops 2 on PlayStation.
It's cool. I mean, the thing is, like now I've just recently applied for a summer job at at a store with where you buy like workout supplements and stuff. So hopefully I kind of counted my I was about to say CPM, but then I remember this isn't YouTube. Um, I counted out my my hour pay, and it's usually around 90 crowns. And if I work like Monday to Friday, 8 hours a day, I would get up to around 10,000 crowns, which is a bit less than $2,000 for like a 1 month work period. And I'm pretty sure if I actually get to keep that job, like a weekend job, and get like 2 or 3 thousand every month or something, I would probably buy the PS4 because then I would have money for it, and
Yeah.
so I didn't have to worry about it. But if not, I'm probably just gonna save up and wait for it to be on sale, and then I'm gonna buy it. Um, so yeah.
Well, I can honestly say that, and kind of wrap this back around, newer video games that are coming out next gen consoles. GDC has been popping. I mean, there's been so many releases of trailers and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if you've seen it, but obviously they finally released that the Phantom Pain is Metal Gear 5, and David Hayter will not be returning to play Snake's
Aw.
voice, which is actually quite depressing to me because I was actually reading an article where they interviewed Kojima about it, and there's actually a petition going around the internet right now
To get him back.
to play Snake. But he actually, in the article, the article actually made sense. He basically, to kind of put the whole article in a nutshell, he basically wanted to bring a fresh voice to the genre of Metal Gear games. And let's be honest, Kojima did a good thing with these Metal Gear Solid games. I mean, the Metal Gear Solid
Good guy.
series.
Good
is-
guy Kojima.
Do what?
Good guy Kojima.
I know, and and I think I don't know if there's any like background noise, where David Hayter maybe didn't want to do it, or and he's making up this whole deal of saying, oh, I just want to bring a fresh thing to it, but in reality, David just really didn't want to do it. David Hayter's been doing a lot of directing. He's been doing a lot of writing and stuff like that, so he might be busy and he might not be able to come back to it. But this is it's not following Solid Snake. It's following Naked Snake, I believe, who is actually Big Boss. So I don't know if that's the reason. Maybe they're trying to bring a different voice to him. But he also but David Hayter did play the voice of Naked Snake in Snake Eater. So I don't know. I mean, it's all up to, I guess, Kojima, and he makes a good game, and this game looks fantastic. The freaking trailer looked just amazing. So there is a new I can't remember what it's, the Diamond Dogs is a new thing. I don't know. I've never heard of the Diamond Dogs in the Metal Gear Solid series, but it's a new kind of clan, I guess, kind of like the Fox something. No, I can't remember. Foxhound. The Foxhound people, with all the that's what Solid Snake was part of, the whole thing. But anyway, I'm hoping it. I mean, it's being made by Kojima. It's being produced by Kojima. It's being run by Kojima's new engine, the Fox engine. That's going. I mean, it just looks just ridiculous. So.
I think you mentioned this before in a podcast.
Oh, did I?
The Kojima engine, but I'm not sure.
Well, it's called the Fox engine. It's been in production for a while now, and finally they're bringing it out for this game. And I don't know if they released it for any other games. They might have done something with the re-release of the the Vita versions of like the Peace Walker and all that stuff. But I mean, I don't think they've actually done it for a console game yet. So this should be pretty interesting to see how beautiful this engine is. And I mean, let's be honest, it's a Metal Gear Solid game. I mean, how could it be bad?
Yeah, true.
And then also they have, I don't know if this was at GDC, but I don't know if you guys play Slender at all. You know, they had this whole, Slender cult following of, they wanted them to make like a console version and like all this stuff. Well, they're not making a console version, but they are making, or they did make the Slender The Arrival. Did you ever hear about this?
No.
They already made this. Hayden, you probably heard about this, haven't you?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Well, I guess it's out already. I'm not quite sure. It says impressions right here. The article that I'm reading at it. It's a Slender The Arrival impression. So I believe it's already out. But it's basically a bumped up graphics, like freaking Slender game that they just basically took the Slender idea. It's the same Slender game, but they bumped up the graphics and it looks really pretty, and apparently scary as hell. So that should be fun.
I like how Woody, who was playing the game, was like, "Oh, I don't believe all these people faking like the Slender reactions." And he played it. He's scared. He like crapped his pants. He was like, "All right, it's scary."
Yeah.
And he just ends the video.
Yeah. No, it's spooky as shit. Like when you watch the videos of people playing it, it's not that scary. Like you're just like, what a fucking idiot. Why are you what are you doing? This is stupid. But then when you actually,
I'm afraid to even watch the videos with sound.
Oh no, if you wear a headset and you play the game yourself, full screen in a dark room, you will get the shit scared out of you. Like it's so abrupt when he shows up, when you like turn around and he's just like right there. I mean, it's spooky.
I don't like horror games. I've never liked horror movies or horror games or anything like that. I'm pretty easily scared. Overly manly man.
Well, that's actually a good tie-in, Hayden. If you want to do this, because you actually brought this up before the podcast, if you want to talk about it, it's called Outlast, and they actually released they were actually having a playable demo of it at GDC, or it was GDC or
PAX.
I think it might have been PAX actually. Never mind.
It was PAX.
Yeah, it was PAX. But if you want to talk about that, you can talk about that.
Well, so it's a new horror game that's supposed to come out this year. So far, it looks like on their website they only have it announced for PC right now. But it's being developed by Red Barrels, and basically the story is that there's this, in the remote mountains of Colorado, there's this like a sane asylum that's abandoned, and there was this like secret program that was going on in it, and so basically you are a independent journalist that breaks into the facility and is trying to discover like what happened in there, and there's a bunch of creatures and stuff that come after you, and the only thing you have is a video camera with night vision, and I think you have a flashlight. I'm not sure though.
So what are you supposed
Well,
to do?
I think there's a flashlight on the camera in there.
Is there a flashlight on the camera?
Yeah,
I'm not
I think
sure.
there's a flashlight on the camera.
So basically, I don't know. They haven't really announced anything of it. Apparently the demo is like one of the scariest things you'll ever play. People were just like leaving in the middle of it.
I know
there's,
I know the interview that I saw. The guy was like, I completed the demo, but I didn't want to, and it wasn't because the game was bad. It was just that I was so scared shitless that I didn't want to complete the demo.
Yeah. Well, is it only for PC now?
It looks like it's only announced for PC so far.
Yeah, that's what it looks
All right.
like.
God damn it.
It might come out on the other stuff though. I'm not sure.
Sweet.
I can't see it not coming out on the
Next gen.
but it looks more like a PC game. It doesn't
Yeah.
really look like a console game. Although, I mean, it could. Yeah, like you said, it could come out.
Yeah. The developers are former guys that worked at Ubisoft doing their Prince of Persia games.
It kind of has a Zombie U feel. When
Does it?
I watched a little bit of gameplay of it in this interview that I saw from PAX, it kind of has a Zombie U feel, and I think that has a lot to do with kind of the, because Zombie U's Ubisoft.
Mhm.
Ubisoft. I don't know why I always
Stuff.
say Ubi. But yeah, it kind of has a Ubisoft feel. So, I can see it maybe coming out on the consoles.
Mm-hmm.
The console.
That's a lol.
I was in a store the other day and I heard the Trollolol song.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's
it was,
awesome.
It was hilarious. I was like, man, this is fantastic. Like I've never heard this in a store before, and this is awesome. But
That's-
apparently it was done like in the like 60s or 50s.
Yeah.
And it's like an old song, but then he's not actually saying troll, but like I guess it sounds like he's saying troll, so like
I think he's only saying lol 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 lol, lol.
yeah.
He's lolling.
He's
Yep.
he's LOLing. He's lolzing.
Uh,
I'm surprised that John hasn't come in yet. He's probably pissed off. He's like, ah, they didn't invite me. So I watched. I want to talk about this too because this was something that I was a little skeptical about when it was released at the CD is what's it called? What's that?
GDC?
No, not GDC, but the Consumer Electronics Convention.
E3?
No, it's GEC. CEC.
Whatever.
I'm just gonna say Consumer Electronics Convention. The Razer Edge. I was actually real skeptical about this when and this is the tablet. If you're not aware, this is the tablet that was developed by Razer to play PC style games such as Crysis 3, BioShock Infinite. I actually saw a gameplay on there of that. Tomb Raider. Anything that's on PC, Steam, Origin, anything like that can be played by the Razer.
Mhm.
I watched a review on it today through IGN, and the guy basically said, and like I was worried, he said it runs really hot. The where the fans are, it doesn't seem like they blow enough, and they're really, really loud, and it runs really hot. Why shouldn't it though? Because it's running this huge amount of hardware in this tiny thing,
Yeah.
But he was running games. He said games like Tomb Raider can be run on high with no problem. He said games like BioShock Infinite, Crysis 3, they have to be run on low, but they still look pretty. He said Dishonored can be run on high, all this stuff like this. But he said there's a lot of useless stuff on the tablet. It obviously runs Windows 8. That was my washer.
fuck was
Thank you. That was my dryer, actually, not my washer. My dryer. My clothes are dry. Anyway, it runs Windows 8.
Wow.
So it has that like tablet feel. It also has some things on it where you can quick load, kind of like the big screen mode or whatever it's that Steam has. What's it called? The full screen mode or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That they
big
do.
screen.
Yeah, where you can just automatically go to your games and play them just right off and stuff like that. But he said it kind of seems useless because you go to the game, it literally takes you to either Steam or Origin anyway. So that part that it has is kind of useless. And he said the controls are okay, but they get a little weird because the buttons are directly under the joysticks on the attachment that you buy separately from the
Wow.
tablet. So like you buy the tablet, it's just the tablet, and you can buy these joysticks that it's like a joystick container basically that the tablet sits in, and you have these joysticks on either side. But he said that it was a little uncomfortable because the joystick is on top, the triggers are on top, or behind, kind of where they are on a controller, and then the buttons are directly underneath the joystick. So he said you're kind of, sometimes when you're playing, you're kind of struggling to bend your thumb for like quick time events and stuff like that. When you have games with a lot of QTE, like you have to like literally bend your thumb out of, like take it out of socket and to push the button. So he said that was a little uncomfortable. He said other than that, for where it is now, it's a pretty good road, I guess, to mobile gaming, to
Yeah.
the standards of like console gaming, I guess you could say, because it is playing PC type games. It's playing console games that are, on PC, I guess you would say. And so it's just a little shy of being the perfect mobile gaming PC, I guess you could say. And around the price tag, the lower end one is $999.99. The higher end one is $1299.99. And so yeah, they're a little pricey. Obviously, it is a gaming tablet. It has a lot of.
It is Razer.
Yeah, it is Razer. And so and he said actually that he recommends the higher end one. But then after that, you have to buy all these things for it, for the joystick things and all this stuff. So he said at the end of it, you're paying about $2,000 for a gaming tablet that you could actually probably buy a really, really nice gaming PC with. So it's not really logical to buy this unless you are always on the road and you're always wanting to game, but can't because you're not at a stationary PC. He said it's good for people like that, but he doesn't recommend them for people that already want PCs or have PCs. It'd just be kind of a waste of money. So if I was a rich man, I'd love to have one. But I don't see it as a logical thing to buy unless you have a
or if you
ton
were
of money.
sponsored by Razer.
Yeah,
that'd be cool as well.
If I was sponsored by Razer, if they can give me one, I'll totally do a review on it. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that because I thought that was kind of interesting because I was really curious as to how the thing actually ran, and I knew somebody was going to say that it ran really hot because it's so tiny, and it has all this stuff packed into it.
That's what you could expect, from if you wanted to run these PC games. Like, I mean, my laptop goes hot, when I'm playing on, what is it called? These high setting games and everything, and it goes hot, and I have to make it rest for a while. Let's turn it off for like 1 or 2 hours just to make it cool down. And it has fans running under it all the time. Like, how aren't you, like, who didn't expect a tablet that's able to run PC games? Who didn't expect it to run hot?
Yeah. Well, and on your PC, do you have just like a regular like PC setup, or do you have like a gaming PC setup to where you have like all these fans, like cooling system and like all this stuff? Do you have that?
Well, I want a laptop, so no.
Oh, you have a laptop. Okay. Well,
yeah, I'll buy another one.
Yeah, I see. That's the thing is that like, I think if this thing had some sort of like integration of some sort of liquid cooling system, which I can't see in a tablet, but like, if they could develop something, I mean, I think that would be just ridiculous.
That would be cool.
And it would be really cool to have it in there. That way you don't have to worry about, this thing
overheating,
blowing up in your hands if you're playing hours of. But then that takes me on if you're playing a game, this tablet fully charged will only last an hour.
Yeah.
So that's pretty.
Well, don't you have like the display options? Like, did you have the display like lighting brightness? Well, the display brightness like to low and medium and high. Whatever.
Yeah. You do have that. And another thing that I want to mention too is you do have a USB port on the tablet in which you can hook up a USB controller. That way you don't have to worry about playing, with the touch controls or playing with the weird joystick Wiimote PS Move looking things on the sides. And so you can actually hook a controller up to it. But the thing is you have this entity, this tablet that has no, really way of standing up unless you buy this like $100 dock thing. And so you're just looking down while playing a game on this where I could just look up at a TV and play a game, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a little ahead of its time. I think they tried to bring this out a little too quick for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
does it have fans on the bottom?
It has two fans. It has fans. I think it has two fans at the. I don't know if it was at the top. There was two vents at the top. So I don't know if it's like blowing air from the top through, because there were vents at the top and vents at the bottom. So it might be blowing the air through from the top through the bottom. So that's how it's cooling it, which would make sense. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
I think it would be better if they did what is it called? Like as you mentioned, they have you have a USB port.
yes.
It would be smart for them to I know you can buy these USB coolers, so you could probably hook that up to the USB port and just use it in your hands. I mean, if the air intake was at the bottom and not on top, because well, it's pretty impractical to have a fan on top. Uh, put a cooling USB cooler over the screen, like, hey, I can't see anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know I have it for my PC, like a USB cooling pad or whatever you want to call it, because I don't want to risk my PC overheating again. Because yeah.
Well, and I know that they
that.
make the cooling systems for like the Xbox 360s and the PS3s
Yeah, the
and
vertical
stuff like
stand,
yeah. And and I think that would be kind of neat for them to develop some sort of cooling system dock that you could like just put it in, and that way you don't have to worry about, because let's be honest and totally logical here, people aren't gonna like this little thing that you put it in and it looks like a freaking steering wheel. I mean, no one's gonna like that. They're gonna want to play it with a controller, because they can't play it with a keyboard, because these are these are PC games. People that play PC games, most people that play PC games like the feel of a keyboard and a mouse, or just a mouse altogether. The accuracy of a mouse is just ridiculous compared to the accuracy of a controller. So to some people like having a controller because they kind of grew up on consoles. But some people love the mouse and they just love the accuracy, the response time of a mouse, and so I don't know, and I think that's why a lot of PC players play on such high sensitivities on games on consoles, because they're just so used to the sensitivity of a mouse that they like that high sensitivity to like do a 180 flip in no seconds at all. So I don't know, this thing kind of, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
we'll see.
I like God damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say. Whatever, I forgot it. Move on.
Well, this is another story that I think is kind of cool. If you've ever played Terraria or Terraria,
The one that's similar to Minecraft?
yes.
Yes.
It is actually coming to the PlayStation Vita, which I thought that was kind of
cool.
cool, because it's mostly been a PC game, so it's actually always been a PC game, I guess. But I thought that was kind of neat to see that some of these PC games are coming to the Vita, the handheld, because I mean it is a powerful machine. It's a powerful handheld machine. So
Yeah.
I could see, and of course, this game doesn't take a lot to run, I don't think so. So I don't think. I mean, it's.
But first of all, is Hayden? Are you still alive?
Yeah.
You're not talking.
I'm just
But
listening.
why you not talk?
But why?
But why? You no speak?
I'm not speaking. I'm speaking. Oh, here's a story about Grand Theft Auto screenshots, but I don't want to talk about that because John would get mad if we talked about that. He would want to talk about that. He'd get on here and be like,
Hey, right now you can buy the entire Grand Theft Auto collection on Steam for about $12.
wow, that's good. That's cheap.
Very tempted to do it.
Wow.
Honestly. You get Grand Theft Auto,
Do it.
Grand Theft Auto 2, Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, San Andreas, and then 4. And then
Oh,
Tales from
nice.
Liberty
Wow.
City.
There's a news article. There's a news article on here with the title "Pushing the Boundaries," and it says on bigger picture issues and Pope-inspired beat 'em ups. That could be fun. Speaking of pushing the boundaries, I wanted to talk about this too, because this BioShock Infinite, some of the themes in this are kind of on the borderline of being offensive to certain people. And I don't want to say it's because it's not a bad game at all. I
Mhm.
just but the story itself, I mean, it talks a lot about like you go through this, and I'm not I don't want to spoil anything, but you go through some stuff like talking about like Native Americans and like talking about like not there's undertones of like slavery and like little thing, but to be totally honest with the time frame that it's set in, it makes sense.
Mhm.
But I don't know. It just, to me, I feel like they always just push this. Irrational Games just always pushes this to the limit. Like, because I know it was kind of that way. It was a little bit that way in like the other BioShocks, but this one seems a little stronger in the story. And I can't really say any examples without it spoiling, but it just believe in me to know that this game, some of the things that I've heard, I've just been like, whoa,
Mhm.
like I can't believe you just said that. Just talking about different races and like,
Well, it's like the whole like what is it called? Assassin's Creed 4 thing, like with the whaling.
yeah.
It is history. It's not like they can't like manipulate history. And a lot of people go like, "Hey, that's not how it went. It went this way."
Well, no,
a
and I
lot
don't
of
have a
people
problem
go-
with it. Now, I want to make that clear. Is I don't have a problem with it because, for one thing, games fall under right of free speech. I mean, they can't be, tormented for that.
Yeah.
Secondly, it is history. It is true. Like
Mhm.
this stuff, and I'm talking in the sense of BioShock Infinite. This stuff actually happened. These things that they're talking about, this actually happened. So it is history, and it is a learning kind of. I mean, I'm not going to say BioShock Infinite is a school book learning thing, but I mean, but some of the things, the themes and stuff that they throw at you, it is learning. I mean, it is telling you this actually happened in the past. This actually,
Yeah.
took place. So I think that's kind of neat. And with the Assassin's Creeds, though, I think they're actually more historically correct than I have ever seen any video game.
Uh-huh.
Especially this last one, with the Revolutionary War and everything. I mean, it was pretty dead on.
Mhm.
There were some parts, obviously, that were, a little far fetched, but But to move on to another topic, Unreal 4 and Frostbite 3 aren't going to be supported on the Wii U. Do we care about that? Yay or nay?
Well,
Nay.
I don't care about it. I don't play those games. Well, that console, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fuss about it.
I actually bought the other day. I bought Bit Trip Runner 2 on the
Bitch Trip Runner?
Bit, like B-I-T.
Oh.
B-I-T.
Oh. I
Not
was like,
B-I-T-C-H.
Bitch Trip?
No, Bit
What the hell is that game?
Bit Trip Runner. It's actually a pretty fun game. It's just like a running platform
Mhm.
where like you constantly run and you just avoid stuff, and there's some really cool like dubstep type music playing, and like with the way that you move and the levels, the music like changes to the way that you move. So like it's a really cool game. It's on PC. It's actually, I think it started on PC
Uh-huh.
as Bit Trip Runner. And you can get it on Steam for pretty cheap now, I think.
Huh.
But I do recommend that game. It's a pretty neat game.
Awesome.
But let's see. Do we have anything else? I'm not going to talk about Doctor Who because it'll be the rest of the podcast. Oh, there was one thing that. So I believe we mentioned this in a later in a past podcast. I think John actually mentioned this. For all of you Boy Meets World fans out there, obviously a lot of people know that they are making a Girl Meets World, which basically takes place, and this kind of goes off of video games, but I kind of want to mention this because, who doesn't like Boy Meets World, right? I mean, we kind of grew up on that. But anyway, they're making a Girl Meets World, and it kind of takes place where, Ben Savage and, Topanga, I can't remember her name, but they're the parents they have a daughter, and it follows her life now. But they actually they have gotten back Mr. Feeney, which is he is coming in to play the Corey and Topanga's old teacher back in the Boy Meets World days. So that was kind of a quick news story that I thought was kind of interesting. I was like, you can't have a Girl Meets World without Mr. Feeney. I mean, you can't do that. Let's see. Do we have anything else here? I'm looking at some stuff here. Telltale unveils a game called Fables. Not quite sure what it's about, but I'm sure it's a point-and-click game. Well, it's Telltale Games. I mean, let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
It's what? Oh no. There's a story. I just want to say this title of the story because it's funny. Nolan wants McConaughey for his next film. I won't watch it. This is something I mentioned before. I don't know if it was before we started recording. And these are just like fast stories. I'm just kind of like throwing these out here. On March 28th, 2013, Final Fantasy V will be released in the App Store from Square Enix. Now, I was pretty excited when I saw this because it's one step closer to Final Fantasy VII in the App Store on the iPhone, and I am so excited if they ever, but they won't, because they have like this thing in their they get mail saying never release Final Fantasy VII on the iPhone because it will please Cody, and if you release it, it will kill you. Because they probably won't release it because they've said that they've again and again they're never re-releasing Final Fantasy VII unless they get a team that can actually work on it and actually like take the time to. It's like their baby. Like Final Fantasy VII is Square Enix's baby. Mm-hmm. Like that thing.
What's the big deal about Final Fantasy VII?
I think the big deal was that it was the first push into the new consoles. It was the first Final Fantasy on PlayStation 1, I believe, and it was just kind of the first push into the new console era, and people grabbed onto it so well that like it became this just huge game. Like people they swear by Final Fantasy VII. Like, and the story itself was fantastic. Mm-hmm. The gameplay was RPG, but at the same time, it was kind of borderline just like platformer. I mean, you did a lot of stuff in like different worlds that you wouldn't actually do in a JRPG. Mostly in JRPGs you're button mashing. You're trying to fight people and do all that stuff. So, but like in this one, it was I don't know, it was revolutionary to me. Like I loved this game and I played the hell out of it. So if they could bring it out on the iPhone, that would be nice, and then the iPad, I would love that. But yes, Final Fantasy V released into the App Store March 28th is already gone. It is already in the App Store. I thought today was the 27th for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, yes, it is already in the. That's old news. It's already in the App Store, so go pick it up. It's $15.99. It's a little high priced, but it is a Final Fantasy game, so let's be honest. Mm-hmm. I think Nix has linked a picture here. Let's check out here. That is fucking amazing. Oh my god, I want that.
If you guys are wondering what he's laughing about,
sweet.
It's actually it's a cube called the cock block, and it's basically a cock, not like a penis, but like a rooster, and it's a block. So it's a cock block.
Yep.
Cock block.
Pretty great.
Oh my god, it's fantastic. Oh man, that's awesome. So I was gonna talk. I'll throw this one out here too. I don't know if anybody's actually know that Netflix is getting into these like original series now, and the first one they did was House of Cards, which was starred I can't remember his name. It's Kevin Spacey. It's Kevin Spacey, and I've watched it. I just suggest you go and watch it yourself. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's a certain amount of episodes. I can't remember if it's 12 or 11. I think it's 12.
Is it released immediately?
Yes.
All 12?
Yeah, I think it's all 12 at one point. The House of Cards is already on there. Like it's been going for a while. But there's a new one coming out on April 19th, which is called Hemlock Grove, which is basically a werewolf type show. I don't really know how to explain it. I haven't really seen a whole lot about it, but I do know that it does involve werewolves. It involves very gory werewolf transformations, and it is also directed by Eli Roth. So if you've ever seen any Eli Roth movies, you know what kind of movies he does, and these movies are going to be gory as all get out, and they're going to probably maybe scare the shit out of some people. I don't know. But I did see the it's not really a movie poster, but I did see a type ad where it had like a kind of a highway sign, and it said Hemlock Grove. It said drive or please. It said please. What does it say on the say? Please drive safely or something like that, or please drive something. But anyway, the R and the V were kind of worn away, and it said die, and I thought it was kind of clever for the whole series. But no, this it looks interesting. I'm kind of interested in these series that Netflix now is started to put out. I think that's kind of neat that they're kind of taking the incentive of making exclusive series that only play on Netflix, gets more people in to getting Netflix subscriptions and stuff like that. And I think that's kind of a neat deal. And then also, as I discovered on the Xbox the other day, Redbox actually has a streaming service now. For only movies right now. It's not games as I saw, but I think it's only movies. But it works in a different way. You actually pay $4.99 for a movie for a Blu-ray is $4.99. And I didn't actually see if it was for just one night, but it had a trial version. So I don't know if like you actually pay a service fee and you get to watch these, like just stream them like Netflix, or if you have to literally pay per rental.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll last, but who knows? Redbox has been around for a while, and it's a good service if you don't like buying video games or movies. So, well, I'm done with stories. If anybody else wants to, I kind of freaking threw up a whole bunch of stories right there. So I'm feeling. I felt pretty sick, so I just stuck my finger down my throat, threw up some stories.
I have some PlayStation 4 news from GDC.
Go for it.
Okay, so it's the coolest stuff you probably didn't know. There's about, I'd say, 10 things on this list. So, let's see. First one is that the PSN friends list is increasing. They didn't say how much it's increasing, but the current cap is 100.
Thank God.
It will be increasing.
Because I got no friends.
Seriously. So, second thing is just more hard drive space in every console. Not really a big deal.
What are they saying what the hard drive space is going to be?
They didn't offer specifics as to exactly the size, but they stated
I'm thinking about 600 or 750 gigs, maybe.
Sounds about right.
I could see that.
Okay, so it said that the buttons are changing. Let's see.
Buttons?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So instead of analog, they're replacing them with digital buttons. The touchpad resolution. Yeah, I don't know what that means. The touchpad resolution on the controller is 1920 by 900. And it said that the L2 buttons are curved to help avoid accidental Netflix fast forwarding.
Sure, Netflix.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a good name drop, Sony.
PS4 charges controllers when it's sleeping.
Ooh, I like
That's
that.
nice. Yeah. I like that.
I don't know how. It doesn't really say specifics. Oh, they are now putting a headset in every single box that they sell.
Wait, whoa. So
They're copying Microsoft basically with the USB headset.
Yeah.
it's gonna be some shitty.
Yeah, it's like the
headset
one that comes with like the Xbox.
With only like one hearing thing, and then like
Probably.
because they sell one of those right now for Sony.
Do they? Does it come with it though?
No, it doesn't. But
Okay.
it's a Sony like weird headset that people
Yeah.
wear in like AT&T call lines, and like, yeah, those are useless.
Well, I mean, it is kind of smart to do so because I had to pay an extra $15. Wow, $15 I know. But like, it is kind of no that little first world problem. Hey, I bought an Xbox. I didn't get a headset so I can
Uh-huh.
speak to my friends. So I had to go out and buy a headset. Actually, it's not like it was cheap. Expensive. I mean, it was like $10-15.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, it is kind of a pain in the ass, to have to go out and buy a headset just to be able to speak with your friends. But now knowing that a headset is coming with the actual console is better for you because then you don't have to worry about it,
Uh-huh.
nor do you have to get like an extra headset.
I wonder, and I'm actually curious about this. And Nix, you probably should be pretty curious about this as well. Will my Astros work for a PS4?
Why wouldn't they?
I'd assume so.
I would assume
Well,
so too, but the PlayStation has been very strange with headsets sometimes.
Really?
And yeah, and because whereas like an Xbox headset, or no, a PS3 headset will work for an Xbox, and it's weird. I figured out a way. There was like a
Oh, you're thinking
little,
like that?
well, yeah, there's like a thing, like if you buy like a PS3 headset, like only PS3 headset, there's a adapter that you can buy. It's like $5, and you can use it on a Xbox.
Okay.
But vice versa, you can't do that. There's not a way to do that with an Xbox. With an actual Xbox headset, you can't use it on a PS3. There's no adapter or anything that I know of. There could be, but I mean, I didn't find any. I'm curious as to that. I feel like they would, but I don't know.
Huh.
We'll see.
Okay.
Continue. I'm sorry.
So the next thing is that the PS4i will enhance the PS4 user experience. Not really important.
I like how nobody actually uses the PS like I or whatever.
How
it's
is
called.
that gonna improve my experience?
I don't know.
I don't need people, because I like to play video games in the nude.
Yeah. See,
And so I don't need people like watching me while I am playing video
'Cause-
games in the nude.
right here it says that they did list a bunch of potential uses such as walkthrough videos, taunting and kill cam, login, and speech recognition.
Wait, I would not like someone just flashing his dick every time he hears me come.
I know. It's like teabagging
do
in real
it.
life. It just goes
Like,
up and
let's get-
teabags the camera.
Let's get real here. This PlayStation 4 is getting a little personal. Like
Well,
it's kind of invading my privacy.
the
Like
next
I
one-
like
The next one is your real PSN names. So
whoa,
it's
wait,
like
what? Wait, no.
well, so-
wait, what?
they're okay. So the PS4 dialing into your social networks and then using your real name on the console.
That shit ain't happening.
No. If enabled, when you import your friends from social networks, you'll use your real name. You can decide which of your PlayStation only friends see your real name to, if any.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
that shit ain't happening.
The
Thank
next next thing is that recording is mandatory.
What?
Um,
Like recording your gameplay is mandatory?
well, it probably just
I think
does it by itself.
it's that 15-minute share thingy that's mandatory.
Okay, so it says Norton
wonder how
spent
much
a
time
portion
that
of his presentation making sure developers knew the PlayStation 4 does a lot of heavy lifting, recording footage, sharing content, that's all on the console. The developers don't have to put anything special into their code, it's all built in to it on its own.
Well, that's good for the developers.
So, yeah, I think what it's more saying is instead of like doing theater mode, like in Call of Duty, it's built into the console instead of the disc itself.
So it basically has it has a video capture card in the console.
But only
Basically.
only capture for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Um,
Well, that I don't know. That's kind of.
I mean,
how much power is that going to use up while you're playing a game? Like that's. I mean, I'm sure they've compensated for it, but like that to me, that just feels. I feel like that would like eat up RAM like a son of a bitch.
I have no idea.
Huh.
Remote play upgrades. With the PS4 and Vita, PlayStation's looking to change that.
I have heard the Vita is going to be incorporated in the PS4 like a son of a bitch, though.
Good.
Like they are really going to really eat up this Vita market. Like they're really wanting to sell these Vitas.
And then the last thing, the title is colors are greater than numbers, and it says that the light bars on the DualShock 4 are going to identify players. We knew that. What you might not have known, however, is that the color/player relationship is always the same. Player 1 will always be blue, player 2 is red, player 3 is green, and player 4 is pink. Plus, the light bar can be used to display muzzle flashes from your gun, health, or so on.
That's cool. That's a cool aesthetic right there. That's
Yeah.
pretty neat.
So I'm assuming it's the light on the back of the controller, like that big.
Yeah, it's the
triangle?
blue light. It's the blue light on the back.
Okay, so that's going to change colors depending on what player you are.
Yeah, and it'll flash with muzzle flashes.
That's
and
pretty
stuff.
Well,
That-
muzzle flash is pretty useless. I mean,
Oh yeah.
do you really want to see that thing flash all the time every time you shoot?
No, you're sitting there in the dark and it's just like. You know,
well, I'm sure.
All you
though,
see is
it'll
like
be a
strobe
toggle-
lights in your face.
yeah.
I'm sure there'll be like a toggle switch like somewhere in the software where you can turn
Yeah,
it
of
off.
course.
I mean, I don't think it's probably like vibration in the controller. Like you could turn that
Yeah.
off if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So it might be like that. But no, this is kind of turning real futuristic with lights designated to each player. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then, so you always know, because I know I have, with my PS3, I have a silver controller and a black controller. So I
Yeah.
always know that the silver controller is my controller. Like that's the controller I use.
Yeah.
And then the black ones, whoever, wants to get it.
Yeah.
But, or wants to play it. But having a color designated to each controller, that's pretty cool. But what I'm scared of is how much are these controllers going to cost?
See, I don't know. I'm because let's see. Currently, they cost what, 50?
I think so.
But this
I
has
think
a
it would be
touch
like
screen on
60.
it.
I think it's 60.
Touch screen
can't-
though.
Well, you can't do really that much on the screen.
It's
it's
still a
not
touch
like-
screen though.
Well, good point. Well, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, currently, as you said, $50 something. I don't think it will be anymore. Maybe like, well, 65 or 55. Well,
Yeah.
not 55, but like 60, between 60 or $70 for
Mhm.
another controller.
Yep.
I mean, if they go over 70, that's just not gonna do any good for business. I mean, who's gonna pay more for a controller than you pay for a game?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the games
So-
are supposed to be going up in price.
Oh God.
No, probably. What I saw, it said like about 70 for a new game. but-
Jesus Christ! I can't pay $70 for a game.
Nope.
Oh,
Who
I
knows?
better
They
start
haven't-
buying shit from Best Buy so I get these freaking gift certificate reward zone bullshit.
See, they haven't like really announced anything though yet. Like that's just like a
So-
rumor.
We'll
Well,
have to
no,
start-
it is rumor. Yeah, that's the thing.
So I'm hoping that they are wrong.
Huh.
We'll have to start buying less games. God damn it.
Well, let's be honest though. Like, I don't buy every single game that's released. So like, I mean, I only buy the games that are interesting to me and that I know that I'll play for a long time. And that's
Yeah,
and that's
same
the
here.
thing is, and I basically got BioShock Infinite for free. So
Really?
well, I had these Best Buy reward zone gift certificate things, and so
Mhm.
like I just used most of those, and then I pre-ordered it for like $10, and
Huh.
so and I pretty much paid $10 for it. So I
Yeah.
mean, and that's I haven't paid full price for a video game in God knows how long,
Wow.
just because I can't. I mean, especially with the my lifestyle. I mean, I have a child and everything like that, so my money's a little tighter, but I just can't. I can't spend $60 for a video game every time
Yeah.
one comes out, especially one that I really want, but I just know that I can't buy. So, if they go up in price, that would be very,
Bad.
very, very bad.
Yep.
But I'm kind of anticipating it. I know that they probably will, just because
It's
they'll
Sony.
take it as a cash grab. They'll be like, oh, it's a next gen console. We should up the price $10. So, I mean, they'll probably do it.
Well, hopefully, as like if you if you pay this much for like the console, however, I don't know how much it's gonna be. But I mean like, don't you think it should come like with a free game? It doesn't have to be like, I know like when I got my PS1, it came with Crash Bandicoot or Crash Bandicoot, however you want to say it.
Hmm.
And I mean that's actually what I grew up with, Crash Bandicoot, and I had that game for like 2 months. That was all I played until I got like another game, because we always bought these pre-used games because
Hmm.
the newer ones when the PS1 was out were actually like $60. They were like they were super expensive, for a
Yeah.
PS1. Um, but hey, that was the current gen console. But you know,
My my PS1 actually, when I bought it, came with Tomba. Was it Tomba? Toomba?
no.
It was like this platformer type game. It was like a caveman, and he had like pink hair. I can't remember.
Oh, I know. I
Yeah,
know
you
that
know
game.
what it's called. Yeah, my PS1 came with that. But yeah, I know that my I don't think my PS2 came with anything.
Nope.
My PS3 came with MotorStorm.
Oh, you bought it like the launch?
Yeah, I bought a launch PS3 and it came with
Yeah.
MotorStorm.
I think that was the first PS3 game ever.
Yeah, it was. I believe it was. Yeah, and it was. I just don't really like racing games, but
Yeah.
I mean it was amazing. Like, it was like when I played it, I was like, holy crap, these graphics are so fantastic. And because I was used to playing all these PS2 games, and
Yeah.
so but yeah, when I bought it, I was amazed by the graphics. I can only imagine when I play a freaking PS4, it's gonna just blow me away. Especially this. God, that I just can't. And Hayden, you know which one I'm talking about. Nix, you might know which one I'm talking about too. Is when I saw that demo for that
Killzone?
Cap.
Killzone 4?
Yeah, it was on 4. It was PS4. That Capcom game that
Oh
they're
my
bringing out.
gosh. Deep Down or
Wow.
whatever it's called. No,
With the
what's it called?
with the dragon that was
Yeah.
shooting the fire and like all that stuff. Oh my god, that was just ridiculous.
Yep.
I never saw that.
Oh, you need to see it. Let me see if I can find it. The
I
dragon.
saw the Killzone 4 one.
Yeah, that
Um,
one looked really good too.
but yeah. Well, I mean, it's funny how people like, oh my god, the graphics, oh my god, that's so good. But like current gen PCs have that graphic. No one
Wow,
goes like,
yeah.
oh my god, look at that graphics. Like, it's graphics, it's PC. What you
Yeah.
gonna do about it? But I think it's like, oh my god, it's the PS4. Like, wow, it has these graphics in a console that makes the people go like, wow. I don't
Yeah.
think it's the actual graphics of it, because the graphics is current gen.
Yeah.
Well, it's not current. Well, it is current gen. So
They would, dude.
they did. God damn it.
They were like, "Oh, you're not getting this. You're not getting these games for $12, you son of a bitch."
Well, the first time I accidentally put in the security code wrong on my card, but it apparently still went through and charged it.
Oh, what we're talking about, apparently, Hayden just got charged twice for Grand Theft Auto. So, that was
Charged twice for Grand Theft Auto.
I'm so
That
sad.
sounded like he was arrested or something.
Oh my gosh.
You
I'm
can-
charged twice
go
for Grand
contact-
Theft.
Go contact their what is it called? Their
Nix, I just linked. That's a YouTube video to that Capcom game, and
Thank you.
it's also Capcom's new engine. They're running a new engine for the PS4. So, and it looks ridiculous. But yeah, if you guys are wondering, Hayden is actually he's buying Grand Theft Auto on Steam. I am.
I was answering next.
What?
I'm contacting
Oh.
their customer support.
He's buying the Grand Theft Auto Complete Pack on Steam,
and he got charged twice.
and it's $12, and he got charged twice for it. Well, it's $12.49 plus shipping and handling. Apparently,
Wow, this game looks
they're
amazing.
charging only Hayden shipping and handling, which is double the price.
It's so funny.
Oh
Laugh
man,
so
that's
hard.
funny. I can't imagine being charged. Like, what do you do? Do you call Steam and be like, I didn't actually, because this obviously isn't
Well-
like a tangible website, so I don't get a tangible game, but I got charged twice
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well,
for a really cheap game that was 75% off. Oh man, that's funny.
Anyways,
Well, you thought you were getting it for cheap, right?
yeah. Hey, I still got
Like,
four.
nope,
I
chuck
still
that
got like
stuff.
5 games.
What'd you buy?
It's the completed collection, so it's 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I thought you got another. I thought you got 4 more games other than this one.
Nope.
I thought. Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, the funny thing is, you can wait. Is it Grand Theft Auto 1, 2, 3, and San Andreas, Liberty City, and Vice City?
Yeah,
Or
so
is
it's
it only like?
it's 1, 2, 3, Vice City, San Andreas, 4, and Tales from Liberty City.
Funny thing is, you can't even play. You can't even play the 4 on your PC.
No, but I can play all the other ones.
Yeah,
I don't need,
how we do it.
I don't need to play 4. I already have that on PlayStation.
Yeah. Oh, my thighs have been glued to this leather chair.
Okay, so we will talk about this because I think that it's been kind of storming the YouTubes.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, there's been rumors of the second DLC pack for Black Ops 2. If anybody knows more about it than me, then they can talk about it. All I know about it is the zombie map apparently is rumored to be called Mob of the Dead, or Mob of Zombies, or Mob of the Dead. I think it's Mob of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Mob of the Dead.
And apparently, according to Treyarch, this was actually said by Treyarch or Vondahar. I can't remember who it was, but they said
No, it was actually in the code of the website. Since
Oh,
it
it's
was
in the
leaked.
code, and that's how it was leaked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay.
It apparently is the scariest zombie map ever to be released by Treyarch. So we'll see about
Maybe they have
that.
jump scares and stuff.
And apparently there's also rumors of the new map packs for multiplayer, which one is has something to do with Vertigo.
Okay.
Funny thing is, that's actually a Counter-Strike map.
Huh. I don't know. And then another map called Studio.
Huh.
I'm guessing Studio is gonna be like Plaza, like with all these clubs.
Well, I actually watched a video by this YouTuber named Chucky. He said that Studio is closely related to a map in wow, God, what Call of Duty was that? It's like a is it COD 4 where you go through this like news station looking
Oh
place?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
oh.
He said it's closely related to that. So it could be it could have
Broadcast
the
is what it was.
yeah,
called.
broadcast. There you go. And so it could be closely related to that, but more inside of the actual
Mhm.
place. So,
Yeah.
if anybody knows any more, you could talk about it. I mean, this is kind of all I know about it, but
I haven't even heard anything
I mean,
about it.
I know that T Martin was talking something about Vertigo. Isn't Vertigo like the word you use when it's like multiple levels?
No.
Or when something is tilting or something.
I just heard that you get that when you like either are on drugs or you like get dizzy and you
Yeah.
get vertigo.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Sorry. So he said like that maybe just maybe like the map Vertigo that there's a building. Like Die Rise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like multiple levels. It's a broken down building. That could be Vertigo as well. Not like the Die Rise map, but like the same principle. Having different leveled maps or stories or actually a tilted building. Because I know the map Vertigo in Counter-Strike was that way. It was basically a skyscraper that was like super high in the sky, and if you jumped off the side, you fell down. Similar to High Rise from Modern Warfare 2. So I think it might be the same, Vertigo, that it's somewhere high up, that's a construction building or something. So that it relates to what is it called, High Rise. Or some sort or something like that, and hopefully they bring back one more old map. I would really, really love that, especially Firing Range.
Yeah, I was about to say I really want Firing Range to come back.
Because Nuketown is pretty, it's mandatory now that you
Yeah.
have to download it.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's the same thing with the firing range DLC world map.
I do like that they did bring back Nuketown, and I also like that they brought back Nuketown and made it into a zombies map, and I still have not yet played it because they won't sell it separately, which is stupid. But I really am looking forward to this Mob of the Dead. I really feel like if it's apparently as quoted here, most terrifying zombie experience to date, then I mean that could be fun and hilarious on all accounts, with me and freaking Hayden and McCarthy playing with the eyeless wizard. And who was the other guy? There was another guy.
I can't even remember the other guy's name.
And we thought we actually got him into the game, and he started talking, but then that was just McCarthy talking.
Yeah, I was so sad that this dude was like too cool for us to.
Yeah, he like Nix. It was so funny. We got him into the Xbox chat, like we got him into the party.
Yeah.
And he was actually in the chat with us, but he, I guess, was too cool to talk to us because he wasn't talking to us.
Yeah, I was like, come on, dude.
But he was doing really well. Like he was helping me out. He was doing like he wasn't being a dick. Like he was really being a good player, like a team player. But he wasn't talking to us. And I was just like, well, he probably doesn't speak English.
Could be.
Yeah. Because I mean, if he doesn't speak English, he's from somewhere else. Then I mean, I can understand. But I mean, if he's just being a dick, then
But why would it put him in a game with us if he wasn't from the U.S.?
Maybe he's Mexican.
Yeah, he could have been.
I get put in games sometimes with English people, or like British people.
Well, it tries not to because your connection won't be that good.
Well, I know, but I mean, I've gotten into a game with like a British person before, unless they live here in the States. I mean, that's another question or another deal there. I mean, I like if they live in the States and they're British. I mean, I can understand, but if they threw me into somebody from the other places, I don't know. Stop calling me people. I don't want to talk to you. No, I'm just kidding. I always get people calling me during the podcast. They never call me. No one ever calls me when I'm not doing something. But when I'm doing something, they always call me.
Yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Hashtag first world problems. Hashtag YOLO. Hashtag John's dick. Or not.
What?
Where is he, man? It's so funny. We're like almost 2 hours deep into this thing, and like he still hasn't like responded at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny. I do love on the iPhone how you can reply to people while they're calling you.
Yeah.
Like,
I could be like,
text message.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's same on my phone, but I never use it because, like, I mean, I have a good grammar, when I'm speaking Swedish. But I mean, the thing is, I never reply. Hey, I'm busy. I'll call you back later.
No, I always do a custom. I just do a custom one because I'm not gonna. All of my friends know that I'm not gonna reply with "call you later." Like I'm not gonna fucking reply with that shit. Like that doesn't make sense. But like if when they give you a custom option, I could be like, hey, I don't want to talk to you right now. Stop calling me. Or I'll call you here in a minute. I'm doing a podcast. That's what I just said, actually. But yeah, no. This DLC pack, see. This is the thing that I didn't want to get into, and this is what freaking Call of Duty games do to me all the freaking time. Is I refuse to buy the season pass because I know that I won't play the other maps. In my head, I know that I'm not going to play the other maps. But then they start doing this bullshit where they bring out this awesome zombie maps, and I'm like, oh, I got to buy it now. And then I end up paying all this money for freaking maps when I could have just bought the season pass and
save $10.
Yeah, save $10.
Well, you do get kind of ripped off while getting this season pass. Well, when you buy the season pass, it said you get all the future DLCs. Well, when they still brought out the micro transactions and they didn't let the season pass holders get it. Like you have to pay for it,
Mhm.
and I think that's stupid. I mean, uh, I I know I said this in the previous podcast
Mhm.
that what is it called? That if like the PS3 players aren't aren't gonna get aren't gonna benefit as much as the Xbox guys are because we have to pay with money instead of Microsoft points as the Xbox guys do. I mean, sure, you use money for the Xbox like Microsoft points as well, but I mean,
It's all the same.
I
It's
hate
all
the
the same
points, dude.
prices,
I
though.
hate the points.
Oh, I hate the point. Yeah, no, I hate points too. Like, but at the same time, whereas um the PlayStation, I used to like, and I think I still actually have my credit card on there. Like, I don't use it anymore. I think I tried to take it off of there once, and I don't know if it like actually took it off. But anyway, I have never put my card on the Xbox because my Xbox has been hacked twice. So
really?
yeah, they call it the FIFA hack, where people get on there,
Oh yeah.
they buy a whole bunch of shit with your points that you had on there, and then like, so if I ever put points on my Xbox, I put points on there if I'm going to buy something right then.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I don't want to get all my points stolen again and have to call Xbox and wait for 2 fucking months to get $2 back. Like, it's
Yeah.
stupid. So like, that's the only thing. But with the PlayStation, I don't feel very like compromised. Even after that whole PlayStation thing happened, like with Sony and like how their infrastructure got hacked and all that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
none of my information was stolen. I had money in my wallet on my PlayStation, and none of it got stolen.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I mean,
I don't think they stole that. I know that Sony said like some like personal or private information might have gotten compromised, i.e.
Mhm.
credit card information.
yeah.
But I mean, I didn't use my credit card on the PS3 until this summer while I was buying a couple of DLCs and premium for Battlefield and whatnot. So I wasn't really worried about that. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, my credit card is probably stolen." And I was like, "I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, I haven't even typed in my credit card. I didn't even have money on my credit card. Um, but now when I do, well, I don't. I have 2 crowns. I think that's 20 cents. That's all I have on my credit card right now. So,
Dude, I only
and
have I only have like $200 to my name right now. I just paid bills.
Dude, I only have like $300 for my name.
Well, no, I have savings, but like, we don't dip into that.
I
unless
literally only
we're,
have
like, desperate.
$300 to
Hayden, you need to start a savings account, my friend.
Dude, that doesn't really
Yeah, you
work
do.
when I'm in college.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sorry, I've been through it. It's okay.
College takes all the money. All the money.
Dude, hey, I understand what you're talking about, dude. I just paid off like I was actually last year. Wow, I can say last year. In December, I just paid off all of my student loans.
Oh, awesome, dude.
really?
It's not fun.
Hey,
And
at least you
while
got them
you're
all
doing-
paid off, dude.
Well, yeah, but see, here's the thing about student loans is that, and I know that, like, I had a lot of family helping me out too, so that was kind of nice. But I had to get loans through the end of college, so
Mhm.
like I didn't have student loans for all of my college.
Mm.
So that was really, really good because I had family that helped me out through college, through a little bit of college, and then like I had to get loans kind of like towards the end.
Yeah.
But it was a lot. It was a lot of money. It was more money than I had, and so like, and it just keeps going up. I don't know what your tuition costs, but I know that when I went to college, my at OU tuition when I was there, it literally cost per semester, I think, $3,000 or $4,000, and that was for certain that was for like a certain amount of classes. So like if you got more classes added onto that, I mean, you're just adding more and more and more money. But it is hiked significantly. I've been out of college now for 4 years. and so it's hiked.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm almost 28.
Really?
Yeah,
How old is Jamie?
she's 26.
Oh,
I'm
I thought you were
27.
older.
I'm 27 right now, but but I'll be 28, and well, I say almost 28. I'll be 28 in September, but I'm 27 right now, but yeah, no, but see the thing too, Hayden, is that like once you get like a job and like once you get like a career going, like
Mm-hmm.
those loans aren't going to look that big anymore because you're gonna have more money coming in, you're gonna have more salary coming in, and stuff like that. So you're not really gonna notice except for just a payment.
Yeah.
And so like it'll get better. And I know I got real depressed for a while because I was just like, oh my god, this is so ridiculous. But
Yep.
like it's just right now all you got to focus on is college, get through there. But see, that's the thing is college it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
And
Especially not for college.
well, no, and I'm just saying like college isn't for everyone, and I'm not saying you need college. I'm not gonna tell everybody that they need to go to college because that's not true. A lot of things nowadays, especially college. I don't know how we got into this conversation, but I'm gonna finish this. A lot of things with college, I think, are most jobs these days. They look at these degrees, and so it basically depends on what you're gonna get paid. So if you have a degree, you're gonna get paid more than another person that's probably more talented than you are, but they don't have a degree, so you're gonna get paid more than they are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of sad because I was that person. I was very talented, but I didn't have a degree yet, and no one would even look my way. Like people just they were just like, oh, well, you don't have any experience in the real world, and I would just be like, I'm freaking better than half these people on your staff, and you're telling me I have no experience?
Yeah.
And I'm not even.
What do you work with, Cody?
What?
What do you work with?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you work with? Like, what's your job?
Well, I guess I work in marketing, I guess you would say, but like, I do a lot of ad work, a lot of print work, and then I do some motion things here and there, when it's needed, but the motion thing I kind of just learned by myself, and then I do some web work, but most of the web work I do is mostly for like, if like I used to maintain our website for my company, but then we went to another company because I was the only one doing it, and it was just getting overwhelming. So we had to go to another company to do it, and they made the website a whole lot easier for other people to like edit it. So like it would make it easier on me because I had so much on me already. And like all this stuff, and because in my company I'm the only one that does what I do, so it gets really, really overwhelming sometimes. So I had to get like somebody else to just kind of throw it to them and go that because web work is very, very tasking, and so when you work on a website, especially the website we had, we had things where people could go on our website and apply, and that had to be updated frequently, and then like all the like different stuff that goes along with the website, and it's just it got crazy, and so we had to get somebody to do it. So I don't take care of that anymore. So most of the web work I do is mostly just for our website, and then like I'm building a new website for just me, and it's coming along slowly. I haven't had any time to work on it, but
it's coming along.
Do what?
It's coming along. That's something.
Yes, yeah. Well, I have a framework for it, but I don't really have any kind of design aspect to it. I've gotten the framework done, so that's the hard part. Now I just have to put some makeup on it, make it look pretty.
What I've always found hard about making a website. Well, I'm not made a website, but I remember for Vicstar, he wanted me to do a web design for him, and one thing that always bothers me is I don't know what resolution I should like make the web design in.
Most of the time it's just your app, because a lot of the computers these days are set to an aspect ratio of 16:9, so you're looking at about the resolution of a regular flat screen TV. But a lot of times, especially the Mac computers, you'll have you'll have resolutions like 1680 by 1050, really weird resolutions like that. And so,
I know that your like resolution is a bit weird. I was like, whoa, okay.
yeah, my resolution it's really strange. Like, I usually work like on my computer. I usually work on it like a 1600 by 1000, but I just upped it the other day to 1680 by 1050, just because it's the highest resolution on this computer. But on my 27-inch at work, it has, oh god, it goes like to 2000. Like, it's ridiculous. And so it just depends. I mean, because like if you're building an HTML website that's going to format to an actual whatever computer that it's on, because that's all in the code. Like, you just say format to whatever. I mean, why you don't say in the code format to whatever, but you know, it basically is code to say format to whatever computer it opens up to, and whatever browser, because it really depends on the browser and if it will actually, you know, format to that or whatever. But
well, since I mean, I know that a friend of mine, I think she has the same resolution as you do, and you know, if you go to what is it called, Facebook, it's a huge white page on the sides.
yeah,
Like, it's blue in the middle, you know, everything is in the middle, while on the sides it's just huge. So she has to actually minimize the she has to rescale the what is it called, the window, so you know, to make everything fit. Otherwise it's like it's oversized, if you want to.
well, and like Mac with their new software, with their new operating system, they have this full screen mode now. And basically what it does is you go up to the top right corner of any window in any program, any app that you're running, anything. It has a thing up at the top right that has arrows kind of like pushing away from each other. And if you click that, it basically takes the whole window and formats it to your whole entire screen. So you can basically, it takes away the toolbar at the top of the computer, everything. It's just that. So
how do you exit it though?
You do it the same way. You move your cursor up to the top of the computer, and the toolbar slides down, and you can just click that arrow button again, and it'll minimize it again. It's cool. I mean, it's really with the resolutions, like, it's really trial and error. Like, more so like with like our website, like that was kind of a template that I pulled from a like a freebie like template website, and I highly modified it, so it was already set in the code to format to whatever. Like, it was set to format all the way down to mobile, so it just made it easier for me to design for that website and get it out real quick, and that's why I pulled that one. But if I'm starting from scratch, usually it's just trial and error, and like you just have to kind of figure out. You literally have to go to different computers. You have to go to Macs, you have to go to PCs, laptops, and just look at how it looks on those different computers and those different displays, and just kind of, you know, do that thing. It's a lot of work, but if you get into it, I mean, it's really fun. It's very rewarding. Websites are very rewarding once you get them up and running, and like you see them on all different kinds of computers, and you're just like, wow, I did that. And so it's pretty fun. Yeah.
Well, you know, Drifter, his the thumbnail that he had for like the Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah, shut up, Nix. We know you did it.
Yeah, dude, you're like famous. You're like all over the place.
I did it, and he was like, he asked me, I was like, how does it feel to have your artwork on every single gaming site? I was like, Lilwood. He was like, yeah, the thumbnail you made, the video, it went viral. I was like, okay, and that has something to do with me. Why? He was like, dude, your thumbnail is on it. I was like, oh, my thumbnail? I was like, yeah. And I go and check Charlie, Intel, IGN. It's on every single gaming website. I was like, ooh, this is cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wanted to like post a comment on every single like article, like, I made that thumbnail, but I know a lot of people be like, who the fuck cares?
Who the fuck is this? He's a troll. Trolls always come out of Sweden.
It's pretty epic though, because he's a really nice guy. He's not really
awesome,
he's not needy.
No,
I mean, he does his own, you know, thumbnails for his own videos.
You know, that's the one thing that I enjoyed having Drifter on our show, because he was very genuine, and this is gonna sound really cheesy, but like, he was a very genuine easygoing YouTuber.
Mhm.
And he just came into our podcast like, it wasn't anything. And this is a guy sitting at how many subs? Like,
Over 250.
yeah, I mean
Okay.
that's a big YouTuber. I mean, like, and he just came into our friggin' podcast like out of nowhere. I mean, yes, that had a lot to do with Nick's, but him to just coming in to our podcast,
willing
and
to
he's this
come
huge
on.
YouTube. Yeah, I mean that was crazy, and
Yeah.
it was really cool, and that was I thought that was pretty neat. But yeah, we need to do something about his squirrel problem though. His dog hates squirrels, dude. I saw that video and I was like, man, that dog is gonna rip that squirrel apart. I love that dog though. Oh my god.
Yeah, Ozzy's cute.
I want Ozzy so bad. I don't even know what kind of like what breed that dog is, but
It's
it's an Asian dog. It's a
yes, it is.
It's I can't remember.
My
they're
mom's
in-
boyfriend has one.
They're in so many animes. Like those dogs are in so many animes. Although there's a corgi in Cowboy Bebop. So whatever.
Bebop.
My all-time favorite anime, by the way.
Lol.
If I
6
were,
gigabytes left.
I guess if I were to pick an anime, I don't know. I want to make a declaration here. I want to say to everyone on this podcast, I'm actually going to try and make it out to Dragon Con next year. Okay? So my daughter will be 2 by then.
Where's that at?
I believe it's in Atlanta, Georgia. I think
Alright.
it's in Atlanta. And so Nick's obviously you won't be able to make it. I mean, you're in Sweden. I mean, come on. But Hayden,
Mm-hmm.
you need to come to Atlanta, buddy.
Hey, I'll try. I will try.
There's no trying. You have to come.
Oh, I'm gonna dress my daughter up and everything.
There's
It's
this-
gonna be hilarious.
there's
She's
this-
gonna be in cosplay.
There's this thing called money
Oh, I know.
that I don't have.
You can walk.
You know? I mean, it's not a couple hundred miles.
No, not at all.
1,000
Take your
miles,
bike.
probably.
Take your bike.
Take your bike. Yeah, get on a bike and not a motorcycle, just a bike.
Oh. Do you know when it is
Across-
exactly?
I can look it up right now. Let's see here. I'm looking at a United States map right now because I am an idiot. Georgia. Okay, Georgia's down by Florida, and then Utah is
Over by Nevada.
Holy shit! I'm closer to Georgia than you are.
Did you not know that?
Oh yeah, but I mean, I needed to refresh my map skills.
Yeah, I'm far
Oh,
away.
you really, you're lucky, dude. You're so close to Colorado.
Why?
I'm really not as close to Colorado as it looks. I'm really not. It takes to get to Denver, Colorado. It takes literally almost 11 hours. from
Why
where I
do
am.
why do I want to go to Colorado?
Because an amazing snow.
I live in Utah. We also get amazing snow.
You got really close to the mic right there. Are you serious?
I'm actually not
Oh.
that close. Like I'm
Oh,
pretty
it
far
sounded like you got really close. But yes, I think that would be really cool. But I did hear a little birdie told me that somebody's going to Las Vegas on their 21st birthday. So
3
we'll
years.
see.
3 years.
Yeah, it's 3 years. John's like, Cody, we need to make a trip out there. And I said, well, to be totally honest with you, John, you guys are a little closer than I am.
You're not that far away though.
I drove to Las Vegas one time, and it was horrible.
Was it?
How long did it take you?
So bad. It was. I know we started in the morning, and it was literally 12 or 1 in the morning when we got there, and there was a time change too. So, I want to say 18, 16, 18
18
hours.
hours?
Totally worth
So-
it.
Yeah, it was pretty breathtaking when we showed up actually in the city, and then we were like, oh, holy crap, these lights, oh, it's so worth it. It's amazing. And then I got there and I was like, oh, these people are offering me prostitutes.
Wait, so Cody, are you going this year or next year?
next year.
So 2014.
2014 Dragon Con, yeah.
So it's gonna be like August something.
Yeah, because what are you on the website?
Yeah, I'm on their website right now.
Okay, well the reason why I want to go is because I really want to meet up with the VOG Network. Bobby Blackwolf goes every year. He lives in Georgia, and then Orange Lounge Radio. I believe I think there's a petition going around trying to get all of Orange Lounge Radio to be there. And then all the people from VOG Network are always there, and I want to meet up with them and kind of meet all them and stuff like that. And then also, if you could make it, obviously we never met.
Yep.
Maybe we could
Yeah.
not go out and get a drink because obviously you're too young. But
I'm underage.
wait,
Womp womp.
whoa. So I think the laws are different in Georgia. Aren't they
No.
really backwards?
Nope. Pretty sure the U.S. has the same
I want
laws.
to make fun. No, I want to make fun of another state of being backwards because everybody thinks Oklahoma's backwards.
Well, Oklahoma is.
No, we're not.
I'm just kidding.
We have,
Yeah,
like-
I've been.
we have,
I've been to
We
Oklahoma.
have like one of the best NBA teams.
Awesome.
So everybody can kiss my ass that says I'm backwards. We just
Alright.
got that NBA team not too long ago, but we have a good NBA team.
I'm trying
and
to
I'm
figure
so
out how
glad-
much this is.
This is not down for maintenance sportscast, but I am so glad that the Miami Heat finally got beat.
And I don't
By who?
care.
They got beat by the Chicago Bulls, I believe.
Lol.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really care that much either. I don't really. I watch Thunder games, and that's about it.
Cody, where do I look
Um,
at pricing for this thing?
Pricing for Dragon Con?
Yeah.
I don't believe there's a price, dude. I think you just show up.
Wait, so you don't have to pay to get into this thing?
No, I don't. And plus, I believe we might be able to get a press pass
That would.
because by then that's next year. We'll have tons of episodes by then. We'll actually be a legit podcast.
We will.
I mean, not that we are a legit podcast.
We'll be like a fully found. I don't know what.
Yeah. Like people that go to Walmart don't listen to us anymore. People that go to Target listen to us.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's high class.
Uh huh.
Oh man, this is getting out of hand. Dragon Con. Let's look this up real quick. Cause I don't know if yeah, because see I never saw any like prices. I don't know if there is, but I feel like there should be. Because oh my god, I love it how freaking what's his name is on the front cover. Well, he's one of the pictures.
I didn't even see it.
God, I can't remember his name. He's a guy who makes replica items and stuff. I can't think of his name, but he's on one of the pictures. He's dressed as one of the Skyrim people.
Oh.
He's off to the side. It says
Yeah.
"Thank you for a great 2012," and like his cosplays are the best cosplays I've ever seen in my life. The only way I'm getting my wife to go to this is because I told her that the True Blood cast is going to be there because I do believe that they're always there at Dragon Con. They're always at Comic Con too.
Hey Cody, you'd like this picture. You'd like this picture.
What picture? What are we looking at here? Okay. Let's see here. Nice. Oh, hey, that's what's her name? That is totally photoshopped, by the way.
What part's Photoshop?
I like how you can tell it.
Well, look at her head. Look how jagged that is.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Photoshop. That is actually she's pretty famous. She's a pretty famous cosplayer on the left.
Yeah, she is.
She does a lot of. She did Lollipop Chainsaw. That one was the best.
Hold on, give me a second. Never mind. Carry on.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a price. I'm sure I could find out through Bobby because he goes every year. Obviously, he lives there, so he goes every year. So I could probably find out if there's a price through him. Obviously, can't make it this year, but I do want to make it next year because I want my daughter to experience things like this. And so because I never got to, so I want her to kind of experience things like. And she'll be 2 by then, and she'll enjoy it, I think. And obviously she's not scared of anything. She's not scared of the freaking Easter Bunny or Santa Claus. So
Yeah,
of course
I'll see if I can.
our
try.
Santa Claus last year was like anorexic. He wasn't even fat. Kind of disappointed me.
I are disappointed.
I are disappointed.
I'll try to make
obviously-
it out though next year.
I don't know if John. I don't know if he would be able to, but we maybe see if he could get on there. Our last podcast that I uploaded, there's no intro because I'm redoing the intro.
Okay.
Because when I first made the intro, Nick's was you were kind of an on and off thing because you weren't always on, so I just put our names in, and so then I'm redoing the intro and putting your name in because you're a host.
You're a part of the podcast.
You've always been a host. I don't know why I didn't put your name in before. I think it's because when we do the podcast, you would be asleep, which was valid because it was like freaking 3 a.m. But like, I don't know.
No, I mean, well, there was this also the problem with me not having a PC for like 2 weeks. So.
Wow, yeah, that was. But no, I made the intro a long time ago. But like,
Oh, okay.
I think it was around episode 4
Yeah.
or 5. And
Might have been sooner, like 3.
yeah, it might have been sooner than that. Actually, I can't remember. But yeah. I think DragonCon would be fun, and we could actually, I think, broadcast from DragonCon. I don't know if that would be possible, but I feel like we could maybe do some sort of something.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have a YouTube channel. We could take video.
Yep.
And talk to cosplayers because that's always fun.
Good.
And do all that stuff. But you know what? I have no more topics. If anybody else has any more quick topics that they would like to splurge out real quick, go for it. Otherwise, we can call it a day.
I'm running out of space on my computer.
Really?
I have like 6 gigs left.
Oh, dude, that's not good for your computer.
So I have to kind
Yeah,
of go through and
that's-
choose what I don't need
That's not good at all.
anymore.
Oh, apparently this DLC for Black Ops 2 is apparently called Uprising. Did anybody else hear
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Apparently they're gonna release a new weapon with it too, but I don't know. There's
Well, I think it's gonna be like weapon DLC for everyone now. Well, for every map pack.
okay. That's what I figured. Peacekeeper, is that what it's called?
The Peacekeeper.
The Peacekeeper. That's actually a pretty good. I like that weapon.
Oh, the gun's really good.
Yeah, well, I think it's because it's a even
Hybrid.
Well, yeah, it's an even mixture of an assault rifle and a submachine gun. I think that's why I like it.
I'm actually getting a gold right now. I need to get one more bloodthirsty medal, and I got a gold.
I love how Nick's on the last podcast asked me. He's like, "What did you ask me?" He asked me something like, "Well, do you what guns do you have gold?" And I'm like, "None." Because I don't play it enough. And if I did play it enough, I'm so terrible at it that I don't. It would take forever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it does
Oh,
take
thanks for
forever to get
agreeing
gold.
with me, Hayden. You bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm telling you what, these videos that John's been releasing, he's beasting it with the freaking LMGs, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I found a couple of boosters. Ha 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 ha.
Nice. It's always nice. It's always refreshing to find boosters, and then you just kill them.
What's his name? I can hack you. That's his name.
Oh, he's one of those kids that goes, "Oh man, I'm so pissed off. I'm gonna hack your Xbox. I'm gonna hack it. I'm gonna hack it." Okay, really? You're gonna hack it? Okay, well, if you want to hack it, go ahead. But then,
And he goes and gets sacked. And Goat is like, fuck.
whatever,
I
dude.
provoked him.
Most of these people don't even know what the fuck they're doing with technology. They just say it because they get pissed off, and they're like, "I'm gonna hack you." Okay, kid. And then they always call people kid. I don't understand kid. I'm almost 28 motherfucking years old. I don't need your shit ass 12-year-old calling me kid, okay? Oh man. I'm an adult, bitch. I got responsibilities. Oh man. Okay. Let's end this thing.
All right.
Well, any final thoughts? the next week that you
I
got going on?
I freaking love this podcast,
Me too.
especially this episode. I think this is one of our best episodes.
That's a good. It was a good episode. It was very informative. I feel. I feel like we had a lot of news stories. We had a lot of banter and a lot of.
Yes.
Sorry, I can't take my eyes off of. Hayden wrote in the comments down here or on the instant messenger or whatever. It just shows okay. He linked something and it said fuck. And I just can't take my eyes off the word fuck.
Did you not even
This is like-
click the link?
Oh no! Let me click. Let me click the link. Oh yeah, that's not good, Hayden. 218 gig. What? God, dude, you got over 200 gigabytes of porn on your computer.
No, dude. It's programs. Do you know how much Adobe takes up on my computer?
Well, I can honestly tell you, it takes up. Well, I will actually show you or tell you. Actually, I'll
You can do both.
on my computer, it takes up. Let's see here. 36 gigabytes.
Like, hold on, let me see. So
That's
the
the
CS,
whole That's the whole Masters collection. So you.
I've used 160 gigs of my hard drive. I have
Yeah.
I have the internal one, which is like 750, but like Microsoft and Windows shit brings it down to 680.
Functional today.
And I have 520 left, and
Wait.
then I have on my external one, I had 500 gigs, but since Microsoft is stupid, it says it has 465, and I have 119 gigs left.
Wow. Well, see, I have like on my actual hard drive on my Mac, I have 300 gigabytes, but then I have 4 external hard drives. Like
Wow.
one's like 250 gigabytes, another one's like I think I have two 250 gigabyte ones, and then I have two 1 terabyte hard drives.
Wow.
I have a lot like these are also like work hard drives. So like I use these for and then I also at my work computer I have a 2 terabyte time capsule.
What's that?
Time capsule is basically Apple's version of a small a mini server kind of.
Oh.
And so it basically it automatically backups my computer every day.
That's smart.
It never backs up the same thing twice. So if it backs up and I haven't done anything to change it, it won't back up. So it notices if there's something changed, it'll back it up, and then stuff like that. So
Wait, is it like let's say you have today you haven't done anything, but tomorrow you download a picture, will it back up that as well, like one
Yeah.
single picture?
yeah,
Wow.
anything that appears on the computer, it'll back up, and it does it all wirelessly. So you could have it in another room, and I could have my computer out in the garage, and it would still back up to it, at the same time that it always backs up to it. It might go a little slower because it goes over wireless, but it'll still back it up,
Yeah.
which is cool. But yeah, the Masters collection, the Adobe Masters collection takes up a lot of room.
There's a picture, first world problems meme, that girl crying.
Oh yeah.
And it said back in the 90s, how can I ever fill this 9.3 gigabyte hard drive?
Yeah, I
And then
know.
2013, oh shit, I only have 163 gigabytes left on my hard drive.
Well, no, that's do you know how much 512 megabytes back in the day it would fill a room?
Really?
Yeah, but
Oh.
but now it's so weird to see 1 terabyte of hard drive space in this little tiny square. It's
Yeah.
oh my god, it's just crazy. Well, I mean, not in my day. I mean, I'm talking when the first computer was.
Yeah, first
Admit it.
computer was like a whole room.
Yeah, it was a
No,
whole
it's
room,
it's
yeah.
funny though, because I was looking at Married with Children. If you know what show that is.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Ellen Bundy and everything. And I know Marcy and her like what is it called? Her husband. He was like, I bought this computer. It has like what is it? I think it was like 4 MB of RAM. I think it was like 24 MB of hard drive space. Like it was super small, and it was like it's a beast. It's super good. I was like looking at it like what the hell? Like that. It's not like anything, to what we're used to.
Hey, so Nix, I'm looking at these personalization packs on Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and I really think that you need this purple leopard one.
I need
John
it.
has
Yeah.
it.
Does John have
How
it?
come?
Well, John would have it.
Yeah,
but,
I know, right?
I tried to win a bacon skin from Drifter, but I didn't get it.
Yeah.
But no, I really think Nix, this would fit you perfectly. I really think that this would be good. I think this would be good for all of us.
For all
I
of
like how
us.
these people are still going back to what is it called, to boosting. He's
Mhm.
already got like two swarms and like 2 dogs, but I've just kept fucking up his streak, like the boss that I am.
Or like the pink camo. Does John have the pink camo? I feel like he would
he
have the pink
doesn't.
camo. Did he tell you about that now? And this is the last thing I want to mention, and then we'll stop the podcast. But did he mention to you the hat that he bought?
No.
He bought it. I don't even know if I can say this. He bought a hat that has diamond rhinestones all over it.
What?
Okay. And when he first told me he bought, actually, let me pull up this conversation in Skype. I really want to address this because wait, where is this? A day ago. Okay, there we go. No, wait. That's not right. All right, here we go. He said, "My diamond camo hat came in," and he said, "Bah ha ha ha! It smells like mold." I wiped the sequence down with a Lysol wipe, and I Febrezed the cloth inside.
Oh my
And I said, "Diamond camo hat," and he said, "Haha, yeah, I got this sequin hat. It's for women."
Wow.
But it looks like diamond camo.
He would do that. He would.
Oh man! And then I wanted to say he needs to wear it in one of his vlogs so we can see what it looks like, because I really want to see what it looks like. Last thing, I do like this zombie skin though. This is kind of cool.
Zombie skin is cool, yeah.
I think that's kind of neat. But I think
I will get the customizations pack, I think. But the thing is, it isn't out for PS3 yet, so.
yeah, that's the the bacon one's actually kind of cool looking. I mean I like it.
It looks greasy.
Yeah, it looks very greasy. But that's the epic mealtime gun right there.
Yeah.
But all right, well, I guess no more final thoughts. My final thought would probably be fuck the Xbox 360's power button. And I think that's it. Hayden, you have anything?
No. Not that I can think of.
No. Okay.
I'm trying to find more space on my computer so I can actually download these games.
Yeah, you need to
Hey.
probably go through and
Well, you buy them.
you get the life. You need to get your life straight. You need to get your life straight, Hayden. Get that shit going. And Nix, you
Well, I already said my last thoughts, I think.
Yes, you did. But all right, well, looks like the servers are back up and running. But we'll see you guys next time. Oh, before before we go, because I love talking, I want to pimp everybody's channel. As always in the show, we like to tell everybody where we are, where you can kind of see what we're doing throughout the weeks before we do the podcast. And of course, Hayden has a YouTube channel.
Yes, I
It's
do.
www.youtube.com/thekillerpolarbear.
8 more
And it's
subs
all-
and
I'm sorry, what?
8 more subs until I hit 3,000 or 300. 3,000. What am I
Oh,
doing?
that's
300.
3,000.
300. 300.
I'm the 300.
Carry on.
And of course, Nix is the same. Well, it's the same thing. It's the the YouTube.com. You know that, everyone. YouTube.com/NixVBY2. And me, which is kind of awkward. My URL is really awkward, and I've tried to change it about a million times, but YouTube just continues to be a douchebag about it. Mine is YouTube.com/CTaylor1785, but it is Codeman Games. And also, you can find me on Twitter at Ratchet1785. You can find Nix on Twitter at NixVBY. And then you can also find Hayden on Twitter, and I'm going to have him say his because I can never remember if it's plural or non-plural or why. It's Arctic Effect, right?
I think so. I always confuse myself.
You gotta look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. It's singular, so Arctic Effect.
Singular. Okay, at Arctic Effect. And then also you guys can check out our website at www.thedfmpodcast.com. And you can also send us mails through the website if you just go to contact and then enter the informations and send us a lol or a troll. I don't care. You can send us a troll at this point. We haven't got any mail, so yeah, I don't even care. You can say, you guys fucking suck, and I'll just laugh at it and I'll read it on the show. So, and then also John, who is not here today, but I will pimp his channel anyways. His multiple channels. Freaking YouTube.com/John Vincible. And then he also has /John Vincible Gaming. And then also now, which is new because he got a GoPro 3, he has another YouTube channel, which is /more John Vincible, like we don't get enough of him. So you guys check out all those channels. And we will be back next week with possibly more news on the PS4. I don't know if they're even really going to release anything else at GDC, but we'll see. But until next time, looks like the server's back up and running. We'll see you next time when we're down for maintenance.